Hello and welcome to Glasgow by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition chronicle. Episode 16 sees the Night Element's Coterie engaged in combat in a close in Govan Hill, fending off a pair of kindred which by all accounts are far older than they appear. Meanwhile, the Tremere Malcolm, Toreador Rose and her mortal head of security Duncan speed across the lockdown city after their encounter beneath the necropolis in an effort to reinforce their coterie mates, and with any luck, survive another night. This is the second of our early recordings, and thankfully one of the last episodes with any audio difficulties. You can expect occasional pulsing from my mic, but you will not have to put up with it for much longer. A wee reminder to our audience that Vampire the Masquerade is a game of personal horror, and this chronicle is for mature audiences only. This episode contains bloody violence, injury detail, and body horror. Now, let us rejoin our story, with the coterie fighting for their very unlives, and a mysterious visitor waiting in the wings. Well, welcome to episode 16 of our chronicle, our Vampire the Masquerade chronicle, Glasgow by Night. And this is called What Price Freedom? We all
Is
wear
the answer
chains.
going to be a punch in the face?
I think you're about to find out. We all wear chains at some points in our lives. The oppression of our parents and relatives as children, of our teachers in the classroom, of our jobs, employers and families as adults. We've had to follow their rules and submit to their cultures even though we didn't want to, but usually for some sort of gain, whether it be monetary, educational, or spiritual, or even for love. It is when that benefit is removed, but the chains remain, that we consider ourselves in a state of slavery. When our choice is removed, our freedom is removed. As kindred, we experience a new kind of freedom. We have the most powerful and most terrifying freedom of all in any given situation. The choice between life and death for those around us. In any given room of mortals, a kindred knows they all stay alive purely by a complex mix of tolerating their company and an iron-like grip on the collar of the beast. But on any given night, in any given situation, a kindred can lose control. There are some ways in which the beast is empowered. Hunger, thirst, stress, fear, wrath, revenge. The beast feeds on these feelings and concepts in a constant war to wrest control from the kindred and to choose death for everyone around them. At such a point, the choice of the kindred is taken away. We lose our willing decision. We lose our freedom. In such instances, which happen all too often, and with the eternal threat of it taking over, we must ask ourselves, how free are we? And with that firmly in mind, a vampire story.
The French have settled down to an obstinate fight to hamper the occupying forces.
The larger and more splendid its city, the more it is at the mercy of those who may make it their prey.
life should not be carrying on as normal right now.
I don't think there's any way to back out of it now. Elysium is incredibly prestigious.
Having a bit of a fight with myself, the exit is right there.
You don't want to be in between me and that.
I gave Happy a promise, and for all my sins, I do try and keep those.
We have a number of provocations to respond to. Is there anybody who's innocent among the kindred?
You did have a vision that we all died if this was ahead, remember?
You have to be careful.
I know.
And we begin our tale back in the Glasgow necropolis. Having just stepped out of the Monteith Mausoleum, with which I'll show you a wee picture just now.
Ooh, that's pretty.
So this is
I've
where
seen that.
this is where you have just emerged from, and you've just finished your phone call. Glancing back at the mausoleum, you can see Sarah slowly emerging up the stairs into the doorway of the mausoleum. You can see the cloud of the swarm of creatures around her feet as she comes up to the top. And as she reaches the top, you see her start to lick her hand, start to lick away the vitae. Duncan turns to you. Ma'am?
We need to get to Garturk Street.
Do we run?
We want to go pretty speedy, I think.
Okay. He starts to walk a little faster.
You're not gonna.
Urge to text.
The problem is, I have speedy things. I don't. These two don't. Unless I grab them and.
Okay.
pull them.
It starts as a fast walk, and then Duncan starts to tear into a run.
Yeah. I'm going to go with fleetness.
With
Fleetness
fleetness.
is fun.
Just pick,
Okay.
just pick them up.
Just like grab.
Can
And I was thinking the
Actually,
sort of
pick us up?
I can't pick you up, but I
No,
can at
not
least have
quite.
like a hand at your back and move you.
There is some encouragement to move
You
a
like
lot
little legs,
faster.
just gotta keep up.
Yes, you make it to the car, and looking back, obviously the light from the Tenant's Brewery is spilling across the Glasgow necropolis. And when you look back at the archway, Sarah has gone completely. Duncan jumps into the driver's seat, slams the keys in, hits the start button, and starts up the engine. Where are we going, man?
Good man, Duncan.
Garturk Street.
Here. Garturk Street.
Okay.
And I don't think we're going to have a problem about knowing which number.
That was the one with the broken.
And with a rev of the engine, your head is thrown back into the headrest of your chair, and you start firing your way to Garturk Street. Now we all know that.
So do you think the
we all know that Duncan is a pretty good driver, given your last pursuit. Let's just see
Let's just hope it.
how good he is this time.
Well, you're near the Royal Infirmary.
You're undead. What do you think you're...
Duncan's not.
Duncan is a human.
I thought Duncan would be a ghoul.
He's offered to become a ghoul. I haven't actually done it yet.
It's on your list.
It's on my list. Funnily enough, I've been busy.
It's on my to-go list.
And
Puns are not big or clever.
It's funny how you keep
Had to-
Oh,
well,
it
that
was right there.
that was
Wide
excellent.
open.
That was excellent. Yep. I mean, just a stunning goal there. Brilliant.
I feel like that's an XP worthy, that one.
What we're gonna we're gonna find out how good Duncan is at driving shortly. In the basement of Garturk Street, where Aud has just been smashed against the wall, the dust and the occasional bit of vitae fills the air. Aud, it didn't occur to you at first, but now looking upon this four-armed monster, which is now lifting that man up by the neck, up to the wall, up beyond his head height, and seemingly choking him and remonstrating with him in some Eastern European language. It occurs to you that there's only one clan that is known for playing with their bodies in such a way, and that is the clan known as the Dragons. That's the clan known as the Simichi. These are vampires that push their physical boundaries beyond that of purely a bat or a wolf, and they play with the very fabric of their being and are known to craft their own bodies as they see fit, and even the bodies of those around them, whether they like it or not. They're a very covetous clan, and they're certainly known as dragons for a reason. And it occurs to you that perhaps you have stumbled upon this dragon's hoard. The level of, let's call it flesh crafting or vicissitude that this creature exhibits shows that he has been around for an awfully long time. You'll understand that his blood potency is very high, and you're in the presence of something that could spell your doom. As he raises the man up, he has this look of pure disappointment, and he shakes his head as the lower two of his arms form into points, and he pushes his hands into the lower abdomen of this man. And he pushes and he pushes, and finally it gives way, and his hands are inside this man. As he begins to apply pressure and he starts to lift his arms up inside the man, you are very keenly aware that you have a choice to make. You can stay here and deal with that and be within the very fight of your own life. Or as you look to your left, as you see the dust and the vapor of the vitae drift up out of that trapdoor, the choice is clear. Your head's starting to come back now. You're starting to get more of a grip of your senses and where you are. You bring yourself up to your feet. What would you like to do?
What can I hear from outside? Can I hear the fight going on outside?
Absolutely. You've just heard, as you come to, it's kind of blurred and muffled, but you definitely hear Happy shouting down the phone, "Get yourselves here now." Or, I think his exact words, we might still need you.
Basically.
Is there anything else
he is now
around the area?
up to his elbows in this man's guts.
Anything in the area that would make a reasonable stake? Like chairs I could break a leg off or anything of that kind?
Upstairs, maybe. Down here, all you've got is a computer chair, a desk, a whole stack of money, and you've got some cells with some empty blankets and that kind of thing.
Okay, nothing useful there. In that case, I'm
give me wits and awareness. Remember and add in your hunger die.
Oh yes. That is 2 successes.
Well,
2 successes.
2 successes.
You can see in the back of that Samichi's waist belt, there are 2 stakes sitting in his waistline at the back of his belt.
Awesome. Do they look like they would be sufficient to use on? I mean, any stake will work on no matter how old the vampire, right? It's not like you need a bigger one to be more.
Yes, that's true.
It's not like Buffy.
Yeah, any stake will work in any vampire. Well, it's whether you can get past that vampire's defences.
It's a bit distracted just now.
And remembering how relatively young you are.
He's distracted, there will never be a better time.
Okay, so you want to run up, grab the stake and try and stake him, is that it?
Let's see.
Again, the choice is...
Now, I don't want to tell you it's a terrible plan, but...
Sounds like a bad idea.
Bold. Very bold.
Give you that. Definitely very bold. And awfully trusting of you as well.
Stabbing him in the back. Not trusting at all.
Yes. However, they're assuming their hearts kept in the same spot.
I was wondering whether or not to say that, but I thought I would.
Pointless to us.
It's not really something you can move around.
It might be if they're flipping.
If you can play silly putty with your
This guy has 4 arms.
I don't think Happy has encountered the Tsunichi before.
I got a clue what these are in or out of character.
Yeah, they are.
I do, and I'm wetting myself.
They can change anything about their bodies. It's quite satisfying.
So you're just going to have to stab it a lot of times.
No, so I'm relying on that one as pretty much being a grab and stab.
So his hands have pretty much reached up as far as they're going to go with the.
Fair. In that case, I will leave there here and see if there's anything upstairs I could use to make him more.
Okay. The guy's head is shaking and he's almost seems to be kind of pleading with the Zamichi to let him go. A shower of blood just sprays across the Zamichi as his vital organs and lungs are ruptured. And as the Zamichi is holding him up, he just, with his lower arms, he just pulls, and you just see this horrific pile of viscera come from his abdomen and hit the floor. It's not a pleasant sight.
I'm not bothered, to be honest. I've butchered pigs.
So are you heading up? Are you upstairs? Just get the fuck out.
Yes, I've already. Yep, having made that decision, I'm running upstairs to look for anything that might be rather less.
Are you closing the trapdoor behind you?
Yeah.
Good. Put something heavy on it too.
Yep.
Okay.
But running around looking for something that's a bit less needed for direct and careful address. Maybe.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe something more, like a less finely pointed stake and more of something and more of a big thick thing that you could stab through.
Okay. So you hop up.
Axe. Who said that?
So you hop
There's
up.
There's an axe currently buried in somebody's skull.
Yeah.
I've got lots of axes. Axes are not
the issue. So you head up the stairs and you slam shut the trapdoor behind you. The screams of that man are muffled as soon as that trapdoor is closed.
Yeah, anything heavy around? Anything particularly heavy around the room? Any furniture?
There are a bunch of tables and that kind of thing. I think in this room you'll find something. You'll be able to improvise. Now, returning to the close.
Oh God. Oh.
I would like you all to roll me your wits and dexterity and tell me how many successes you get.
So right. who's rolling
Not
wits?
us yet.
Happy, Shalva, and our half-bearded friend.
2 and 1 success, I'm afraid.
It's still a success though.
And Chris,
True.
Chris, I'm on 100.
Is that success?
I'm on
yes,
100.
everyone except Rose is on 1. And don't worry about hunger for this initiative thing. It's fine.
Okay, 2 successes for whatever this is.
2 successes. Okay, good. Okay, so for this combat, I just want to remind you all that you can rouse your blood, which is going to cost you a rouse check. But if you, it doesn't matter if you pass or fail that rouse check, you add your blood potence in dice to your attack or defend roll, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
And of course, bear in mind that you can roll your willpower as well to reroll up to 3 normal dice. All right.
I take it that when you rouse your blood, that's just for a single check.
For a single check, yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't last the whole scene.
Times we can do that.
Well, if you get to hunger 5, then
but
that's your limit.
Yeah, but we do it more than once in the same combat, say.
Absolutely, do it as many times as you like. That's fine.
Yeah,
it's
you're just raising your odds of blood frenzy every time.
Yeah, and do we have?
This is all more food for the beast.
Yes.
Nom 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 nom.
Sorry, what I mean to say is it's going to increase your chances of success. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Higher the chance of you just handing your character sheet over to Sim.
One of your win conditions for this game, Sim, I do know it. One of your win conditions is to have one of us frenzy.
No, how dare you?
No.
This is just
I don't think
absolute
he's aiming at
lies.
just one person.
Well, he wants
never
to
dream of it.
Lies. Utter lies. I won't hear a word of it. So our bearded friend, who is somewhat angry at having his face opened up and his teeth exposed to the air, is going to act now. Okay. He's hungrier. Shalva, as you slash away that cheek and you see those teeth behind it, you see his regular set of fangs, but that you see as he looks at you and you can feel his rage start to emit. You can see a second set of fangs get longer behind his first set, and then you see a third set of fangs get longer behind hers, and you can see that look behind his eyes. He is so close to being feral. You know that look, you've seen it before. But you can you can feel the power of his blood potence emanating from there. It's like a heat wave.
Mm-hmm.
This is my
Then in the sun.
Stop that right
Good
now.
to tell we all watch Muppets Christmas
Just stop
Carol.
that right now. Right, Shalva, what is your willpower? What's your health at the moment?
Well, I've just taken 2 superficial damage. Looking at my character sheet, I also realised I've never once used fleetness in combat, which was a bit daft since it's once per turn. You can add your celerity rate.
Well,
Yes, we did.
Well, that's it.
We used it at the fight with the 2 soldier dudes because you and me were like further back, and then we charged.
No, but you can use it to be faster, or you can use it to dodge better. I've never actually used it to dodge better.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's quite cool.
Let's just say for this one, Chris, that will not be an issue because what I need you to do is take 7 superficial damage.
So do I not get any kind of roll to avoid it?
Not even a sniff of it. before.
Okay.
Yeah, you see him getting angry. You see that angry look in his face. There's a brief flash, and then all of a sudden
on my head.
all of a sudden he is sitting there with having just. He looks like he's at the end of a cut, and he's holding a kind of heavy bladed falchion, which is drawn from somewhere. And you certainly realise that your plaid shirt has been slashed completely through, and you have a diagonal cut across your body. The top half of your abdomen is starting to fall open, and is threatening to. Bad things are threatening to happen, but you didn't even see it.
They are not playing silly buggers.
What is it with us in games with people with their abdomens cut open?
Excuse me?
It's a lot of abdomen action going on.
We've got sausages in Tribe 8 as well.
Good, but even then, that's
I'm feeling it.
Quite
That's smart.
Yeah, you might need some bandages.
Again, you can see.
Not an ouchie.
You can see it behind his eyes that he is. Yeah, that took a lot.
Shalva's going to stagger back, muttering to himself, at least my jaw's still attached.
This time.
This time. Hey, the night is still young. Happy, I think it's you to act next, I believe.
Okay, so who isn't right? Have all those people that we rescued, have they all run away? Other than the one who's dead?
The two people that were left, the one that is lying unconscious was the one that grabbed the pile of money. And is now lying dead dead or unconscious, you don't know, but they're very damn still. The other two remaining that didn't make it out past them fled out the back door to the close, which is now lying open, very open.
So it's just the three of us just now.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, there are no other mortals in this building or in this flat anyway.
I do think rather inconveniently I don't have any weapons.
Do you have a gun?
I don't think you would have come here without any weapons. I think you would have been tooled up to come out here.
Okay, in which case I have my gun.
I think you have your Browning high power, absolutely.
I mean, fuck all use it's going to do against this thing that can, do horrendous damage, but I have a gun. Do I have a clear shot between me and Shalva?
Shalva, well, the thing about Shalva is he's not very tall. So you have a shot.
Okay.
I am short, Shalva.
Rather than okay, and I'm going to screw it. I'm going to do that thing where I rouse my blood.
Okay, good. Okay, give me a rouse check.
How do I do this?
Just give me a rouse check. On a 6 plus, you're fine. On a 5 or below, your hunger increases.
Well, I got a 1.
Well, that will be a straight up hunger increase.
Okay, so my hunger's now on 2.
Your beast rouses in the back of your brain. Wilson! Wilson! Get some blood, boy! Get some blood in you now!
I'm going to point this gun at this guy's head and I'm going to try and blow it off.
I said feed! I said feed now!
All in good time. Yes, I
make this short, son. Add your blood potence to the die roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 additional dice for blood potency. 3 successes, no criticals.
No criticals, okay.
You can't dodge, he's too busy eating Chris.
He didn't eat Chris, he just ripped open a bit. He just,
Slicey. Not
made him addition for sausages a bit.
You don't generally want to feed on vampires. It has a lot of added complications.
He's just having taken that slash across Shalva, which you don't know if it did any damage except the pools of Vitae now falling to Shalva's feet. Yep. He then pushes his hand against the wall of the opposite post and slams himself against the other side, avoiding the shot.
Jesus God! Alright.
Never trust the ranged weapons. Always the best thing you can do with a gun is hit someone with it.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to both rugby tackle this guy at the same time.
You first.
I said at the same time.
Okay, so we're currently in the people carrier with Duncan absolutely flooring it. Forget the red lights, forget the signs. He's flown past a corner. He's in a break from his usual class in driving. He actually knocks over one of these temporary traffic lights. Just clips it. Just clips it with the back of the wagon. But there's no stopping this man. He's flying up Hawkshaws Road.
He's the man
He's a man on a mission.
What's the situation, ma'am? What are we expecting?
I don't know exactly.
You didn't get any details?
I don't think Happy was in a position to give me details.
That's not encouraging. Old and Shavo were with him.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly what we're expecting, but I'm expecting bad.
That's fair.
Okay. Do you have weapons?
I have my knives with me.
I don't really do weapons much.
In the glove box, man.
I'm sorry, you went to a meeting with the Nosferatu unarmed?
She had you.
Open the glove box, man.
I have brawl. I don't do melee. Weaponry. I use these. I'm pointing at the fingernails.
You might want to talk to Old about that. Anyway, I have my knives, and that's about it.
Open the glove box, man.
To be honest, my plan is just to get, if we can assess the situation, and if we're winning, great. If not, we get out.
For the fourth time, open the glove box, man.
I open the glove box.
Okay, in there you can find, you can see one of the super hard steaks that you got from one of the Second Inquisition, and you can see your favourite knuckle dusters.
I will take both the knuckle dusters and the steak.
You are a treasure, Duncan, but no one say otherwise.
Thanks, up. He slams on the brake. The vehicle turns, skids 90 degrees, drifting onto Allison Street, and you start heading down into the depths of Govan Hill. Out.
Or, as we'd like to call it, the second circle of hell.
Yes.
Out. Okay, I would say found, but you've just basically smashed one of the tables carrying the piles of drugs, to give yourself a good spiky table leg. The screams from the man down the stairs
do a couple of impromptu sharpening. Probably do a little bit of impromptu sharpening with the hatchet.
Wee bit of crafting. Okay, I'll give you that. The screams from the man down in the basement are continuing.
Lovely.
It's horrifying, and it's high pitched, and it's not stopping. You've heard a gunshot coming from Happy. And you've heard painful grunts coming from Shalva.
Yeah, current plan involves, to be honest, hoping that all the shits, including probably like a piano that I've piled over the hall in there, will keep Four-Armed Snake Boy busy, if he's even noticed, while he's disemboweling his employees.
So what? Sorry, are you piling stuff on top of the trapdoor? Is that what you mean?
Yep.
Oh wow! Right. Okay. Awesome.
Anything. I'm piling. Having heard I'd heard the fracas going on outside. So current thought is pile all the shit on top of this for when Four-Armed Snake Boy gets sick of horribly torturing his man. And then I'm going to go outside and help those guys, and then they can help me when Four-Armed Snake Boy finally chucks everything off the top of the hole.
Okay, so you pile the tables, the piles of cash. There's like a really heavy desk that you pile on top of it. There's like a fucking safe in that little office. There's a wee safe with just for some extra weight. to put on top of that trapdoor and contain this threat. Shalva and Happy, give me your dexterity and wits, please. No hunger dice. Holy shit. I mean, it's all going to be fine.
2 successes.
2 successes.
You went holy shit, Sam.
I am doing a
Whoa.
concern.
I think he's going first.
3 successes.
Listen.
You what?
I'm photographing this dice right now.
Oh god.
How many are criticals? I got 3 successes.
So 3 successes for Happy, and how many for you, Chris?
Only 2, I'm afraid.
Okay. I'm gonna throw it out there.
Go with not enough.
I'm gonna say that he's gonna go first.
Pretty sure if you put us together, it's probably not enough.
Right. Happy days.
Ah.
So he's gonna take.
That's quite impressive.
He's gonna take. He basically draws a pistol from inside his coat and points it straight at your face, Shalva.
Oh, great.
Like you.
No, he seems to have something against me. Dick. Maybe he's a racist.
Ouch.
That's too many successes, Sim. Stop rolling so good.
I know. I can't.
Too many zeros.
Listen, it's got to be done. It's gotta be done.
You not endeared me to.
My mind is going to TPK at this point.
If the dice rolls continue at this, the dice rolls will not. I can confirm the dice rolls will not continue at that pace. Right, give me your dex and athletics, Shalva.
Okay, I think I'll use blood potence. So I'll give you a ruse check first.
If I die, I'm coming back as a creepy ghost in my house.
7 on the rouse check, so I don't think that's increasing my hunger level.
7 on the rouse check, so you maintain, you keep your beast in check. Yep.
Probably going to be a moot point pretty soon, but fair enough. Right.
I think your blood potence 2 in it.
I'm actually just trying to find it.
It's at the bottom of your second sheet.
Aye. Okay, I'm going to use fleetness to add to this. And thanks to rapid reflexes, I don't take a penalty for not having cover.
Nice.
Nice.
So that'll be 6 dice total. Not bad. Well, 5 successes.
Nice.
What the hell? Right. As you see he is drawing that pistol and come out, you clock it absolutely immediately. He's obviously got one in the chamber, he doesn't cock it, so as he's bringing it round to your face, you think maybe his hunger is slightly getting the better of him, because this is a lot slower than he's just been. And as he brings it level to the point of your eyes, your reactions just kick in, and just in the hook of the Coterie, you just batter it to the side and the round
Nice.
fires off, and it hits the ground just by Happy's feet. Happy, you're next.
Second verse, same as the first. First off, rouse check.
Okay.
That's another point of hunger, so I'm now at hunger 3.
Oh my.
But I do get
Yay!
nice.
Yay!
Oh my.
Trust me, I mean, it's going to be.
I mean, you have merely increased your chances of success. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I am pointing a gun at this guy's head, and I'm just going to try and blow it off.
Okay.
So 3 of these are hunger dice, but that is 10, 8, 10, 10, and a 1.
Wow.
Holy shit balls.
Nice.
Any of those?
Two of
were any
those,
of those tens on your hunger dice?
criticals were on hunger dice.
Oh my goodness! Okay.
It's gonna be fun.
So sorry. So how many in regular successes and how many crits? 3 crits, I think.
3 criticals, 1 regular success.
1 regular success, giving you a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is not bad, but a messy critical. Okay. I think this might just get messy.
I might actually hit the guy. I mean, I can only do that one more time.
So he just got a critical, 2 crits on his defense. I'm just being open with you. And he got a regular success on top of that. So you wing him, you take the shot, you manage to shoot the top of his ear off.
That's a start.
There's a grunt of anger.
Or maybe he'll
and
can start.
His eyes turn to you.
Right. I mean, I genuinely think the only way we're going to get through this is if everyone in the party dogpiles one of these guys at once.
That would be my plan, with to keep one of them down the basement. So yes, I'm now coming.
And back in the car, we've just drifted round the corner. 2 of you, give me wits and awareness.
Oh.
It shouldn't be hard to find out which house is the one that the violence is happening at.
Yeah. I found the address in our group chat, so I know it's number 34. But I don't think it's going to be a problem spotting which one's which.
It's the one with the visible trails of blood in the snow outside up to it. Or away from it.
4, 1 of which is critical.
On a hunger. Regular. Okay, so no critical success, but that's fine.
3 successes.
Both of you notice there's a car. You're just about to cross over Vicky Road, and there's a cop car on the left-hand side. Not going to sirens on, but it's there. It's going to notice you in just a second.
Mm-mm.
3-1. Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sorry, mouthful of chocolate.
Duncan, there's a cop car there. Slow down.
Fuck, he says.
It's the police.
As he slams on the brakes. I don't think you guys had your seatbelts on, did you?
Oh dear.
I would have put my seatbelt on a bit.
It's the law.
You are.
Particularly after the takeoff,
You
I'm
are.
like, yeah, we're putting the seatbelt on. You know?
Okay, that's the thing. Okay, well you
Don't mess up the
in
Duke.
your seatbelts as he slams on the brakes, bringing the vehicle down to 30 miles an hour, and you cruise through the green lights over Victoria Road
Fly
and
catching.
beyond. And as
Only
soon as he
those
feels the police are out of view, he slams on the accelerator again, and off you go. Okay, happy. Sorry, Oud, what are you doing?
Now I'm going out, and now I'm heading out into the corridor.
Excellent. Come join
with my gigantic stake and my hatchets.
Okay, you come out of the corridor.
Big flash fast.
I think Happy's to your left-hand side with his gun drawn, having just taken a few shots at him. You look to your right. There is blood everywhere in this close. The floor is getting kind of slick with it. Especially from Shalva's feet, you can see there's lots of blood there. What would you like to do?
That I pretty much, yeah. Current plan pretty much involves closing with this bastard and opening his head up.
Okay, give me your strength and
Fakety is what I'm thinking right now, but
give me your strength and melee. Excuse me.
That's not mine. That's yours.
And again, to actually stake somebody takes a very big role. Is there any way that you can increase your pro zone?
You can add on 2 from your blood potency.
Yes, I can. Though first, I might just slow him down a bit with a couple of attacks.
Well, you just want to go for a regular attack?
Yeah, first. Yeah, regular attack first, I think.
Okay.
Actually, no. Fair enough. If I've got a thing, increase it is. What sort of success am I looking at to stake him?
For a stake, I believe it's like 10. Or is that beheading?
Okay.
Bear with me a second.
Yeah, let me. If you don't mind checking that, then I'll see what I'm.
Yeah, no problem. It's always nice that you have a book that in the index the word stakes is there.
And it's not a cookbook.
Yeah, you're like this.
Right, so you need to inflict. For combat staking, the hunter must make a cold shot at a -2 penalty and inflict 5 points or more of damage of either type. That's before having, so this damage against the ranged weapons. Right, so you need to get 5 damage clear for you to stake him.
Right.
-2 penalty.
-2 penalty to start with, because you're calling it. Yeah.
So with my,
what have we got? What else can we chuck in here?
well, I can certainly rouse for that.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely need to rouse. Definitely.
Oh, I will be.
I think I don't think an ambush would be out of the question, so add a dice in for that.
Perfect.
He is distracted.
Let's be fair, at this point he's probably not assuming anyone would be this bold. Let's go with bold. Bold's a nice word here. To try this.
It's a good word, Ben. I think that's an excellent word for this.
Okay, so ambush. So give me an extra dice for an ambush.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at protein to see what else we can get for you. What do we have? Eyes of the Beast. That's not going to be really good. I think we're there. I think we have exhausted.
Okay.
So basically, do the critical dance and hope for the best.
So do the rouse check.
Yep.
I'm a 5, so that's my blood. So my hunger's just gone up to 2.
No, it stays. Oh, sorry, you failed. You did fail.
Yeah.
So your hunger is up to 2. So add 2 to your dice roll. Your 1 for ambush and.
Okay, so what my roll? Sorry, what's the basic roll? It was it strength and.
In fact, I'll be kind. Give me your dexterity. Give me your dexterity.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna need some more dice, please, love. Come on, baby needs a new pair of feet. We have 2 10s.
Okay.
And even aside from 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have. So that is 6 successes in total. 2 of them 10s.
6 successes, so giving us 8 successes. Okay.
Oh dear, what's the bastard roll?
25 10.
So the bastard just got.
This isn't exalted.
So the bastard just got 3 successes in total. 2 of those successes were crits.
Yay.
Bringing his total to 5. How much did you do, Claire?
That was 8.
8. Okay, so you skewer him, you get him. It's just not there.
The bastard.
It's just
the
not
bastard
there.
Put his heart somewhere, didn't he?
Well, not
The
this guy.
bastard.
Definitely not this guy. But you just miss it by just enough. But you have him
it's touching,
on the end of a pole. Yeah, I think let's just say heart and stake are just embracing at the moment, but they're not penetrating.
Oh my.
Okay, but he does take 3 damage from that, so not wasted. Not wasted. You can hear the trapdoor starting to
move
up and down. You can hear the furniture is starting to jump up and down with it. It's going to take a while. Okay, happy. And Shelva, give me your wits and dexterity, please.
I think you've still got a turn to take.
Who's got a turn?
Yeah.
Me.
Oh,
Last
sorry,
time I acted
Shelva.
was open.
My apologies. My apologies.
Okay.
They're boned enough without you taking their action.
Off with his head.
Right. You don't have just blood healing anymore, do you? Where you can just spend blood to heal.
So you can repair 1 or more points of superficial damage with a single rouse check. You can make 1 rouse check per turn to mend superficial health damage. Yeah, I don't think you have any aggravated yet, do you?
Not yet.
No. So basically, yeah. Blood potency. So your blood potency is
2.
2 or 1. So for a single rouse check, you can heal your bloods, but it is going to take that turn.
Given how much damage this guy can do, healing 2 superficial damage probably isn't going to make that big a difference. So I'm probably as well just trying to get in there with the Cuckoo.
Oh, the Coterie. Okay, good. Right, give us your where are we? Strength and melee?
Is there a limit per turn on how many times you can use blood potence to boost an action?
Definitely, it's once per roll. I mean, it's,
once per
attack, for instance.
Right.
Yeah. So,
in that case, I'm going to use.
But there's. Okay.
7 again for the rouse check, so 100 the same.
7 again, beautiful. Nerves of Steel. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else you can use here.
Well, I've still got potence up. So that's becoming 4, and 3 is 7, and then 2 is 9 dice using the blood potence.
That's not too shabby at all.
Right. So if you can think of anything else, feel free to let me know. I'll take.
Listen, mate, I'm looking into it. I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah, so what does voidness do? You said it makes you move faster in a fight, but
It makes you move faster, and once per turn, you can also add your celerity to a dodge roll. So it'll be dexterity plus athletics plus celerity.
Okay. Dodgy, not attacking. Gotcha.
I was looking at lethal body, but it's just for mortals. I think that's your luck, Chris.
Okay, that's 6 successes.
Yay!
Not bad. Whether or not it's good enough.
That's a very good point.
I don't like that face, Sim.
Yes.
That was not a good face.
I'm going to start putting a screen up. That's it.
You are where you could just switch off the
The
screen,
camera.
put a Dr. No image in its place. Or Dr. Evil. Okay, I didn't actually think he'd do it, I'm not complaining. But
Everything's fine. Everything's going to be fine. Right, so he gets 3 successes, so he does take a couple of superficial wounds. You managed to, again, I think you've given him a slash across the... He's jumped to the other side of the cloth. It just exposes his other cheek, so you just give him another one. Straight down the side of the cheek, and again, it bursts open, exposing those 3 rows of fangs. He's, again, rather upset. Okay, back in the car. I think the brakes go in for one final time, and he drifts right into Garturk Street. Fires on the power again to get you guys out to 34, and everybody in the close, you can hear the screeching of tyres as this thing grinds to a halt.
Well, it's either going to be cops, an ambulance, or our friends. Who knows?
Like the minute that the car stopped, it's off with the seatbelt out the door.
Yay!
Okay, so you are so you're clear of the vehicle.
Yep.
Duncan
And I don't know what's in there, so I'm going to say to Duncan, don't come in unless I holler for you, because I don't know what's in there. You might just get squished.
Go! And he runs to the back of the vehicle.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
In we go.
So you guys run up. The close is open.
yes, I'm making sure I have a mask on.
As you were turning the corner, you saw a few of these people running around the corner. These former slaves running around the corner. In the close, you can see a rather large man dressed kind of all in black. But you just see flashes in the back of Shalva, and occasionally you see Happy in the background there. But you can also see that just from the sodium light in this close, that the close is coated in blood. There's a serious combat going on here. Behind you, you can see curtains twitching. in various flats, etc. You see the silhouette of a woman at the window with a mobile phone. Rest assured, the police are being phoned.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of screaming, a lot of shouting. What would you like to do?
There's what I want to do, what I'd like to do, and what we're actually going to do.
I think Rose at this point is just going to go, we need to get out now.
You guys have the drop on whoever is standing in that close.
Oh, we have the drop. Like, could get one punch in and then be like, we go now. But I think it's a case of, like, the police are on their way, so it's a case of we get the fuck out now.
Well, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. Let's put it that way.
Don't skin me, that's not very nice.
Not that cat.
Yeah, I think Rose is just gonna holler like the police are coming. Get out now.
And there are more than one way to skin a cat. There's also more than a front to a close.
Mm-hmm. Hence why they get out now.
All right, guys, you hear get out now. You guys have a chance to act. So, Cat, you're shouting that. Malcolm.
All right. Can I just double check who do I see in the close?
The bearded man. His back is to you, and he is basically taking up the whole of the coast. And you can see your compatriots in the background.
All right, fine. Since the little sucker's not paying attention, I'm going to try and hamstring him.
Ooh, filthy.
I need him to not be moving and everyone else to leave.
Happy days. Okay,
fine.
So you're running up and having a chop at one of his hamstrings.
I just skewered again.
Slicey, tasty muscles.
Yep.
Okay, give me your dex and melee, please. I'm going to give you an extra 2 for ambushing him.
Ooh, very nice.
If you would like to rouse your blood, you can.
Why not? Remind me, I haven't done it very often. How do I roll?
One dice.
Just a rouse check, yeah. 6+, you're okay.
Don't pass.
You get hungry.
Oh, you get hungrier. Malcolm. This better be worth it.
Hello, sexy 10.
That's 5 with 1 crit, not on a hunger dice.
Okay, so 5 successes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's either rolled really badly or really well.
You get him. You slice right through that Achilles tendon, and his right leg drops to the ground. And with Aud's skewer down him, he's kind of forced back into the ground. Good hit.
Hi guys.
Hi, leaving now.
Happy
Don't
days.
make me turn the superpower on.
Happy, I think it's you to act.
How bad does this guy look?
He's bloodied. He's definitely bloodied, let's put it that way.
Can I hear the noise coming from the other room?
Yeah, louder now. The furniture is starting to shift away, and it's becoming a rhythmic gang, gang, gang.
Well, screw it, I'm going to shoot this guy first to make sure he's dead, then we can deal with the second guy.
Okay, he's definitely not dead, but you can shoot him.
Yeah, but he might be once to shoot him.
Faultless logic. Okay.
I'm not going to roll my rouse down because I can only do that once more without actually frenzying.
Well, you can do one more, and it could take you up to 4, and then a further one would take you up to 5. So you could do this one.
As I said, I can do it one more guaranteed without frenzying.
Yeah.
Screw it. What's the worst that could happen?
What is the worst that could happen? I quite agree.
Right. Okay, so I'm a hunger 4, but I can roll a number of dice.
Wilson, drink now.
Very soon.
You hear me?
4 successes, but no crits.
Okay.
Take gun, fire gun at face.
How many, sorry?
4.
4 successes. Yeah, he happily just, his head just moves out the way and it shatters against the tiles in the close.
Bloody hell.
Out. What would you like to do? Your skewer is in him.
So what I would like to do, tell me how possible this is, but what I would like to do is literally grabbing a hold of the skewer that he's literally skewered on.
Yep.
I literally want to draw my machete and fucking behead him.
Beheading, you're going to need, you know how it was 5 to skewer him?
Is that the case?
It's going to take
Is that
10.
the case even when someone is even when someone is like literally skewered on something?
Yeah, well, he's in a bad way. I'll give him some penalties, obviously, but it's going to be a tough roll for you. It's going to be a very, very
Nah,
tough
that's
roll.
too much for that. No, I don't have another stake.
Got an axe.
If you hack him to bits, that'll kill him eventually.
That's a fair point. It's meant to.
That's more or less it right there. If there isn't a simpler one, I can literally just keep on hacking the guy. But
or run.
yeah, I don't think we're running right now. So
I know
Okay.
this appears to be yours and Malcolm's plan, but I don't think we're for running.
In which case, I think, well, when in doubt, hack. So, do you want to rouse your blood?
yeah, doing that would do it.
Okay.
I'll give you another 2.
Yep, that's a 9, so success.
Says, okay, you stay at 2. Okay, go for it. Give me your dexterity melee. Chuck in, I can't give you ambush, but chuck in your 2 for your blood potence, and let's hope for the best.
Thank you. Yes. 1, 2, 3. That is 4. It's not great actually. That's. Could I use some willpower to reroll 3 of them, please?
Yeah, absolutely. As long as they're not your hunger dice, up to 3 normal dice.
So that is 6 successes, 1 of them a hunger dice.
There, can I just say, up close, you're fucking terrifying. How many was that, sorry?
That is 6 successes, 1 of them a hunger dice.
Okay, so your axe just slams down into his jaw, and you can just see teeth and tongue spraying everywhere as you just shatter down into his face. He is clearly feeling the effects here, and yeah, his mouth is not going to be the same for a very long time.
Fucking fun he's got now.
Sorry, you could just literally see the expression on Chris's face. They're just like.
Right, it is fair to say that he wants out of here. He frenzies. You can see that beast behind the eyes just flicks, and he takes control as all those sets of fangs are gone, and now that he basically has no cheeks, the visage is absolutely terrifying. So he immediately tries to latch on to Aud, just grabs her arm and pulls her down and tries to munch down on her neck just to get a drink. Anything for a drink right now. I think he cannot use willpower because he has no willpower left.
That sounds.
Aud, and could you give me your dex and athletics, please?
Yes, you can.
Well, can you?
I can roll it.
Yeah.
That is 6 successes, 1 of them a 10.
He's got a hold of your arm and he tries to pull you down and latch in, but you're too quick for him. You manage to do some sort of snaking around his head, and now you find yourself in a very good position to just start swinging down once again. Shalva, do your worst, sir.
Take advantage of him. Take advantage of this good.
I intend to. Repeat of last turn's action.
Are you going to swing at him with your
Second
cookie?
step,
I'm just
same as-
throwing it out there.
So that's 8 successes in total.
8, did you say?
8.
Okay, I don't think there's any way around this. You your Coterie comes down. He's obviously on the ground. You have the full power of gravity behind you as you swing down, and the very point of the Coterie just sinks into his brain, and then he's still.
Okay.
Excellent.
The trapdoor explodes behind you, sending money and discs and furniture everywhere.
Right. Okay. Let's deal with idiot number 2.
No, Rose is gonna come and drag you by the ear out to the car. We are leaving.
This guy's got 4 arms.
Yes, so we're leaving.
This guy's dangerous.
The police are on their way. Do you
They
want
can't
to spend
stop
daytime in a
this guy.
cell with a window?
This guy can't. The police can't stop this guy.
So he'll leave.
He'll kill everything.
He will leave rather than do anything else. We go now. What time in the morning is it at this point? Are we like 3 in the morning?
Yeah, about 3 or 4
Yeah.
in the morning. Yeah.
So dawn
Dawn is not that far off. That thing might very well kill us. Shalva looks like he's about to fall over.
Do you guys want to make a roll?
Nah, I've had worse.
There's a bit of conflict here.
Like, if they're not moving, then all might get activated.
All right, Rose.
Yeah, we're
Do
doing
you
it.
want to give me your charisma and leadership, please? And Happy, if you want to do the same.
Charisma and leadership.
Yeah.
I actually have points in these, which is quite amazing. 5. It's not worth frenzying over this.
No, it's not. Nobody.
Well.
7, 8, 10.
Cool.
Charisma and leadership. Come on, load. Oh, good. Leadership's 3 and charisma's 4. Fabulous.
Do you want to rouse for this, Rose?
Yes, I do.
Holy shit.
I got an 8. I don't get
You
hungrier.
don't get hungrier. Cool. Add your blood potence to that, which I think is 2.
Ooh.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes, one of which is a 10.
Okay.
Not on the hunger dice.
Happy, I think you take 1 superficial damage to your willpower, as in remove 1 willpower, and I think she makes a good point.
She really doesn't, but
He really fucking does.
if I believe that it's a good point, then fair enough.
Okay, the rest is what he's doing. Malcolm?
Well, sounds like Rose has been pretty convincing, so Shalva's gonna kind of reluctantly nod, start to walk towards the car.
If a fucker has 4 arms, I don't know what that is, but I don't want to fight a thing with 4 arms.
I'm already going back
not-
to the car as soon as she
you've not
said,
seen it,
I'm not
Rose.
the persuasive one.
Okay, Malcolm straight to the car. Out.
Yep.
Out.
I'm really not keen on going back to the car. This thing is really fucking dangerous.
Okay, well, would you like to make a charisma? Well, no, this is your choice. The fight wasn't between you two. It's up to you. All you know is the creature that we previously spoke about just seems to be erupting from the trapdoor.
It's probably too much for me on my own, irritatingly.
I would probably agree with that assessment.
All right, I will cover retreat very reluctantly, totally just waiting for looking for it to give me any fucking opportunity to fight back.
Okay. Okay, so you're standing guarding the rear. The rest of you
Yeah.
just booking it for the car.
Get to the car.
Okay, right. You're all clear of the close. Aud is now the only person standing there.
I'm literally taking up the back. Like if they're leaving,
You're,
I would be.
you're backing up as well. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. Okay, you see the body of that man eviscerated, just thrown against the wall of the close, his intestines spilling all over the close. It's horrid. Duncan.
I'm really unbothered by this. I've been dealing.
As you move
I find the modern day weirdly lacking in viscera.
As you move back towards the car, you can see that Duncan has the 50 caliber sniper rifle that you took from the Inquisition now sitting with a tripod over the hood of the car and is pointing it at the close. Go, go, go!
I'm gonna grin broadly. I'm gonna grin broadly and go low.
And you know, get out of the way between the man with the gun and the target. What are you hitting at?
Exactly, I'm going low. I think practically on all
Get
fours.
into the van, into the car.
Come on, let's move. Go, go, go.
I'm moving.
Okay, everyone's getting into the car?
Yes.
Yep, okay. He waits a couple of seconds longer. And as a target is not acquired, he folds up the bipod, chucks it into the boot and jumps into the driver's seat.
Yeah, before I did that, I leant over and said aim for the eyes. You don't know where the organs could be anywhere in its body.
As he closes the driver's door, he slams on the accelerator, and you guys are booking it out of it. Yeah, close one.
What the heck was that thing?
They're called they're a clan of they're a clan of other kindred. They're known as the dragons. They practice I'm probably going to say it in Nordic first because I'm not at all sure that
Absolutely.
knows the word for the English word for body modification. Modifying their body, not just theirs, bodies of others as well. They're ghouls, they're human servants.
That's not why we were there though. That was a surprise to us as well.
But that's the issue with facing that one there. That one is old, as in it might be as old as I am without having slept at any point in the intervening centuries.
So I think my get out now is a good idea.
Duncan opens up the center console and pulls out a couple of military bandages, emergency care bandages, and gives them towards Shava, pushes them towards Shava and says,
"Much appreciated."
Patch yourself up. Closes the car.
Gonna do so.
Sorry, ma'am.
Very nice work with the cookery.
What are you going to be sorry for?
Cheers. And
Maybe we didn't get here fast enough. I was interrupting you, sorry, carry on.
I just said nice work with the cookery.
And I was just saying the same with the axe.
Thank you. So we might want to think about. I think we're going to want to look at some specialist weaponry for that.
Is there anything that is particularly good against them?
I was thinking you have those
large guns.
I was thinking
you do have big booms.
What are they called? Harpoons?
We could try a harpoon.
I was sort of thinking that an explosive harpoon might be a thing for it.
Because it's a fair bet that we're on that guy's shit list now.
Would you have it any other way?
Oh no, but there's a fair chance that he's going to be really pissed off at us.
Seems a fair bet.
A man's entrance to Valhalla is determined by the quality of his enemies.
I mean, we did just kill everyone connected with his, sex trafficking ring.
No, we killed all the ones that attacked us directly.
Which was most of them.
Not that many of them. He killed the one that killed the one down the stairs, mind you. Very visceral, in the literal sense.
Did you two have a question?
No, but you're still cradling the laptop, and I believe, Happy, you've got a bag of documents.
I do have a bag of documents.
Aye, we should get a look through these once we're safe.
Once we get back to the club, did you two have a quieter night?
Why did you steal the computer?
Quieter, yes.
Might have information on it.
Not less bloody.
Ooh.
Well, only a little bit less bloody.
You've been stabbing yourself.
Yes.
I wasn't stabbing myself. Someone else stabbed me.
Oh, well, that makes it better.
Yeah. We got some information. And obviously Katrina remembered at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon the next day what she was planning on asking the Nosferatu about, because that's how my brain works.
What was it?
It was about McGinley and Rook, and what did they know about McGinley?
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh well.
This is
There
why
is
I tell
there
you
is
to make
always
notes
Elysium.
when you're going to do things like this.
Well done, brain. So
Worst that could happen. I mean, it's not like it's going to come back and bite us in the ass at any point.
well, I
You
still
met Sim, right?
I am very intrigued though. I still have one bit of information that they have both given me and not given me at the same time. It's a bit complicated. I'll explain it when we get back.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have some things to say as well.
Mm.
But let's get back and collapse. And I mean, you might need to
Okay.
clean your car because Shalva's bleeding all over it.
Sorry about
Yeah. That's all right, sir.
Yeah,
I think we're used to it by now.
I would like to point out we're struggling to feed at this point. We can't keep.
There is a couple of close encounters with some police. There are sirens everywhere.
Everywhere.
But Duncan does a good job of slowing down when he has to and going slightly faster than his needs to, but just enough.
Maybe
to
taking a
avoid suspicion.
circuitous route back.
Definitely. He heads down towards Govan and then takes the road in from. He takes Paisley Road west in, just to come in from a different angle. You arrive at the club. The garage opens as it normally does, and he shuts the door behind you. And you, at last, as the garage door closes behind you, you can let the adrenaline settle, and you can relax into exactly what kind of an evening you've just experienced.
It's really interesting.
I'm gonna go see Argus. Let him lick some blood off me. You know, enjoy the evening.
I need to feed. I really need to feed.
Do you need anything in particular in order to feed?
Well, someone willing.
Well, that's fine. You know that the guys know stuff, so
No stuff.
there will be a volunteer.
Will there? Haven't we gone through all the volunteers by this point?
No, most of them are pretty happy to do the thing. There's
Are
always the
we
dancer
doing it-
girl that seems to be begging people to feed off of her, but you know.
Oh, goody.
Oh, she once turned.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to
So
go
are we,
night because, frankly, it was only about 2 nights ago, and I took a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, no.
But she once turned.
I know. Some of them are, dither about it, but she's a bit more. Bleh.
Yeah.
I take out my notebook and I make notes of what's been going on. Specifically referencing this clan of kindred I didn't know about before.
Okay, absolutely.
I just told them that in the car that they were the widely
So
known as
the
the
full-
dragons. They practice body mods.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the full Samichi clan lowdown. Okay,
So-
that's fine.
Just
yes.
what they told us.
So Ben can now access his own information.
All of his own information?
No, because at least half of my own information isn't necessarily valid yet. And even if it is, I know for a fact Sin doesn't want to use half the stuff I know. He's not that much of a sick fuck.
Duncan, after just closing up the car, heads into the bar, chucks his key to his 2 IC, as it were. This is
Yeah.
clean up job, pal. Set the lads to it. Make sure the place is secure and give me a shout once it's done. He undoes his tie and walks over to the bar and pours himself a large glass of whiskey.
Good man.
Yeah.
He certainly earned his keep.
Rose is not going to stop him.
Right.
This has been a rough evening.
Before I feed and probably pass out, I had another really, really, really strong vision. I don't suppose you got any weird visions from your weird Nosferatu people?
It was more of a tarot reading, but I'll let you go first, because the tarot reading isn't entirely finished yet. Holding up deck of cards. There's a card in here that has blood on it, and that's going to tell us more, apparently, about our fate.
Yeah. Sometimes my visions are just weird, sometimes they're prophetic. I can't explain it. But this was a stronger one than I've had in a long while. The last vision that I had that turned out to be right was the one that led us to Garturk Street.
Oh boy.
But what I saw, and I think it's almost certainly relating to Elysium, what I saw was you, Rose, doing a dance on the stage in front of, I think, every vampire, and you danced so hard that you burst into flames, and then the entire club burst into flames.
Concerning.
I took that to mean that if the party goes ahead, we're all going to die, but I may be being a tad pessimistic. But you, on stage, vampires, dancing, flames. Lots of flames, everyone dead.
Yep.
Though you died with a smile on your face, which was weird. This seemed to be something that you wanted.
I mean, dying is not on my to-do list.
You're not planning on killing everyone tomorrow night?
No, that's not part of the plan.
Just, this is a stronger vision than I've had in a long while. That's what was in it. I can't help but feeling that going ahead with Elysium, and I know it's difficult, but is a really bad plan.
I don't think there's any way to back out of it now. It was pretty much, it wasn't exactly my choice to hold Elysium anyway.
No. I'm assuming that dragon lot don't get invited to this.
I don't know, send text to Ramsey. I mean, she has no clue how to spell it, but like go with like body morphin, mighty morphin power vampires. Yeah, like are they invited? Are dragons invited to Elysium? Is that a thing? Is probably going to be her text to Ramsey there or thereabouts.
Okay. No reply so far.
Strangely enough, it is rather late in the night.
That doesn't bother him usually.
What?
He's up, possibly dead.
Happy as the least swarms around in the back of your mind.
I need to leave this table.
You are.
On one of the dances.
You hear those words from Gabrielle. I just want you to be happy. Happy?
Not really helping. So it's not helping my state of calm. I'm leaving the table and going to find a dancer to stop the beast in my head.
Are you going to pursue Helen, the same girl that you...
No, definitely not. For a start,
Another.
she's probably not covered the 6 pints of blood I must have taken out of her. And no.
Okay, we will
It's
leave
not
Happy
for me
to
to.
his...
I am determined never to turn anybody, and I'm not going to encourage her to go down that road.
I was not implying a thing. But we'll leave Happy to his pursuits of blood.
I will find a willing cohort and feed off them.
Cohort.
Okay. What we'll do is reduce your hunger to 2.
Okay.
Probably will leave you to your machinations for a little while. The rest of you, please carry on.
Well, Shelva's sitting in a corner, having bandaged himself up, looking a little pained.
Do you need some food?
Might not hurt. I'm thinking of gonna try and do a wee bit of healing myself. So, out of character, he's going to be using blood potency to try and heal, like we were talking about earlier.
Okay, if you give me a rouse check.
Okay. Failed. Hunger goes up to 2.
Okay, hunger down to 2, but your superficial damage is down to 5.
Okay. I take it there's a limit in how often you can do this.
Basically, once you go to sleep, a lot of this is just going to go away.
Okay. Well, Rose, I think I might feed once Happy's been seen to. Obviously, from somebody different.
Somebody different.
We have multiple people.
No, I just think he should have first choice. He needs it more than ever.
You'll take anyone that comes along.
At this stage, yes.
Okay, Shava, reduce your hunger down to 1. That's fine.
Okay.
So Happy and Shava have disappeared off into their various boudoirs.
Yeah. Okay. We will go feed.
Are you getting together for some sort of debrief, or?
I kind of want to wait for everyone to get back before any of the debrief from Nosferatu stuff happens. No point in saying the same thing twice.
Okay, well, I think Happy and Shava will return to you now.
Mm-hmm.
Looking slightly less frenzied.
Though hair is probably a bit ruffled.
Are you implying that this is some sort of sexual encounter? Not at all.
Not for you, for them.
Not for you.
Right. We'll return, we'll detousle my hair, and take a seat at the table.
Okay.
So, going down to Nosferatu lair, met the Primogen again, and another Nos called Sarah, who, as part of the deal to give us information, wanted to do a tarot reading. Hence why this happened.
Okay.
The cards need blood, apparently.
Yes, of course they do.
Mm-hmm. So the past was mostly about, because it was centered on me, it was my blood that happened. So the past was mostly about me. The present was the 5 of Swords, which could have a few different meanings. There was one man at the front of the card holding 2 swords, 2 others walking away who had dropped 3 swords, I think. Is that right, Sim? Or was it 2 dropped and 3 in the guy's hand?
The bully was holding 3.
The bully was holding 3.
Or the warrior.
So there's different ways of reading that, I guess. The future was the Empress, which again could mean a whole host of different things. It means it could be to do with sort of prosperity, fertility, things going well and looking up, but that sort of general future. And then in this deck, there is the card with both mine and Sarah's blood on it, okay, which is our fate. And we can look at it now, or we could never look at it ever.
Rose, I'll just be very clear that this reading was for you.
It's for me specifically. So it might be that it will have absolutely nothing to do with us as a coterie. It could just be something specifically for me.
Where's the fun in not looking at it? I mean, you're going to
where the fun is in not looking at it.
I mean,
and it's a tarot reading. We probably won't know that that it was related to this until afterwards.
Let's see the card.
Okay. Open up the pack of cards.
Okay. So,
in my day, would have done this with blood splatter like normal people, but
blood spatter, intestines, runes, all those sorts of fun things.
Nice elaborate picture.
So the card with your blood on the back of it was this one.
Oh God!
I don't know what that means in terms of tarot. Please fill me in.
The tower is it's about the destruction of the edifice. What the edifice is usually what it usually means is that it's basically a time of great destructive change. It can often presage a rebirth or a rebirth, but it tends to mean that something you've put a lot of energy into building is about to come down.
Well, that's not ominous.
Looking around at this club that we're currently in.
I would suggest moving any valuables to secondary positions.
Yeah, I'd also invest in fire extinguishers.
We've got quite a good fire suppression system.
We've got a fire suppression system. So that's a thing.
Is there anything else it could relate to?
The Coterie, the two main things that I think
yeah.
Road has put time into building are the Coterie.
You know, it could be something like my dancing. What if I lose a leg?
You will get it back though.
Eventually, but it would mean an end for a while.
That's not destroyed. That's not what the tower means.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a temporary hindrance.
No, this presages.
The edifice, what has been built, is torn down.
Well,
Like I said, just suppose you could just call in sick tomorrow and ask someone else to host the party.
I don't think the prince would take very kindly to that.
Not to mention that is in fact the sort of thing that could presage this happening. You have to be very careful with prophecy.
True.
If you keep trying to wiggle out of it, it will still happen, regardless.
And it has a nasty way of steps that you take trying to avoid it being the very things that make them take some. Look, I keep on forgetting all of you are so young sometimes. I don't suppose any of you are familiar with the concept of weird, spelled with a Y.
Yes.
Not particularly.
I expected you to be, Mel. I think it's what all of you would call destiny or fate. When it is your time, your weird will come for you. You can't. If you run away from it, then all you're doing is guaranteeing that you'll die running. Whereas if you turn and face it, there is every chance that you, at the very least, you have a chance of cutting its throat out when you throw it out and taking it with you.
Well, that sounds promising.
That's the nature of prophecy.
So, to distract myself from all this misery, I'm going to go through the black bin bag of, sex trafficking receipts.
Mm-hmm. It's going to take. It will take some time to put it together, but you've already got. You've got a snifter of a trail. You can feel there's some sort of pattern that you can put together in amongst all these documents.
And we have laptops.
You obviously know there's the laptop there. Yeah. I think with a bit of study and putting things together, you can have an answer fairly soon, but not immediately.
Okay, so basically after I go to sleep.
Well, it's going to take a bit of work, a bit of downtime, as it were. But yes,
yeah.
I think in next session you will have an answer.
Perfect. Yeah, just trying to get names, trying to get patterns, trying to figure out what was going on. Because it did seem to relate to Alexander, at least in part. Proof of that would be quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a little buzz.
We'd probably feel better in ourselves just killing Alexander before the party.
We don't have right of destruction.
What's that mean?
You're anarchs. You're not.
It may take it askew if we kill someone in his territory.
Once again, we are. Well, I'm an anarch.
Sorry, you're not even anarchs. You're in between.
We're in the middle.
You're almost cative.
Else plays by.
Yeah, it's like philosophically, I'm an anarch. Put it that way. Philosophically.
There is a buzz from the intercom at the front door.
Sorry, I was just picturing there's a four-armed snake man to see you, man.
Hello.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands with 4 arms. Is Duncan? I'm guessing Duncan's still behind the bar.
Yeah, Duncan immediately puts his whiskey down and heads over to the front door.
Who have we got, Duncan?
The chap wanting to see you, ma'am. Says his name is Archie.
That's the Thin Blood
Wait,
with the fabulous tash.
What?
Yeah. He says he'd like to meet you outside.
He'd like what? Sorry.
He'd like to meet you outside.
Why don't you ask him in?
Outside.
Screw that, get him inside.
Why don't we ask him in?
No, he's coming in. I'm not going outside. There's snipers
Okay,
outside. He's coming
I'll
in
ask
here.
him. I'll ask him. He says there's no way. He says outside or no.
Okay, I'm going to
He
leave
says,
through
he
the
says no
back
tricks.
door.
No trick.
I'm going to leave through the back door and go round the side street.
I'll come with
Okay.
you.
No,
Okay, now do you make your way out the back door? Shava, what are you doing?
I'm heading out the front.
You're going out
yeah.
the front door? Okay.
With me, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah,
days.
we can get a good.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
We can get a good cover on what we can get good sight on what's going on,
Yeah.
basically from around the side.
Okay, out and happy as you round the corner on this very clean street. You can see Archie he's standing about 3 meters back from the front door. He's there. He's wearing his trousers. He's wearing like a tweed sort of waistcoat, nice shirt. Very well dressed chap.
Does he look nervous? Does he look
Absolutely
upset?
not. Absolutely not.
Maybe we're just being paranoid.
I would like to find a decent vantage point and start scanning the area for any sign of snipers.
Okay. Give me your wits and awareness, please, out. The rest of you, are you just opening the front door, coming out?
Carefully.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
staying away from him, but
Duncan.
In front of Rose.
Okay. So who's in front? Shalva?
I'll be in front.
Okay, no problem. Okay,
I'll
so
take up the rear.
Duncan opens up the front door.
it's a rose
and
sandwich.
There, standing underneath the streetlight, is Archie. Who I'll just remind you what he looks like.
Looks like a hipster.
How dare you, sir?
The truth hurts.
The truth does hurt. God, he's dapper.
Very dapper.
I have
so
to admit,
hipster.
his waistcoat game is pretty astounding. But
Yeah, he's
He-
even
he
got
is-
a watch
it's-
chain and everything. That is.
Listen, his waistcoat game is absolutely top notch. So yeah, he's standing
bow
there in
ties
the
are
light.
cool.
Both his hands are out of his pockets and he's just standing by his side. He looks very relaxed.
that is 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. There's nothing you can see. There's nothing. There doesn't seem to be any signs of ambush. There is a Vauxhall Astra parked on the opposite side of the street, which you recognise from the night Bryce was killed.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same vehicle that you think. Now you put it together, he was clearly driving that car.
No, I remember seeing him on that particular night.
Besides that, there doesn't seem to be any sign of ambush, but you thought the same when Bryce was killed, so...
Yeah, I was less well prepared then though, so basically that my plan is is there a good vantage point around here that's a little higher up? Like easy way onto a roof or anything?
I'd say on the opposite side of the opposite street there's a wall which encloses a car park opposite the club. Basically, it's about 6-7 feet high.
That sounds like a good place. I'd like to head over there.
Okay, so you cross over the road and climb up. He clocks you. He absolutely clocks you. But he doesn't seem concerned. Alright, Rolls. My name's Archie.
What can we do for you?
I just thought I'd touch base with you, and I might be wanting a word with you, man. He nods towards Shalva.
Well, I'm here. Say your piece.
Rose, I just want to say I'm sorry about your friend.
Which one?
What was the baldy fucker? What was his name?
Bryce.
Hmm. It was yeah. We had nothing to do with it. Let's just put it that way. And I've recently suffered a bit of a loss myself. So believe me when I say I know what you've been through. Now, I'm not here for any sort of invitation to release him or anything like that. But obviously we're not invited. But I did send you a little note. Yeah. Remember the note that was handed to you from Duncan? It says this place is being staked out. Pardon the pun, but this place is being staked out. AB.
Yep.
Let's just say things have stepped up a little. There are eyes in the fucking sky over this place.
How do you know that?
Let's just say my past wasn't always in sucking blood. Spent a little time with the intelligence services, as it were. Government and later independent. But I know these games, and I'll guarantee you we're being watched right now. Now I understand you've got a bit of a party going on tomorrow night, if the rumours are true.
I'm afraid that if you did attend said party, that would be a death sentence for you, considering who I might be hosting the party, but the organizer is the Prince of the Camarilla.
Yeah. Cunningham's a fucking loon, you know that?
We have been warned.
Yeah, he's going to get all of us killed.
Yeah, if I can hear. By the way, if I can hear him from there, I'm literally going to raise a thumb to he's a fucking loon.
He's like, yes.
I would raise a thumb in the background.
Someone else's thumb.
I've got so many to shoot.
Someone else's thumb. I don't think. Yeah, he's going to get all of us killed. He's too wild. Now, don't get me wrong, the Toreador have been in charge in Scotland and Glasgow for a long time. But this clown, he's more of a Malkavian than a Toreador.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Be very fucking careful, is what I'm saying.
I have as much information as I can about him and his various tastes, I suppose, is the best way to put it. So I am trying to cater to the event to those tastes, but whether or not those are his tastes on the night...
Well, he's stuck in the past. He thinks this is fucking 1700 or 1745 or something. He doesn't realise that the thin bloods are coming through and they're here to stay. He needs to get a grip on that. Because a lot of people say it's Gehenna and all this kind of bollocks, but the thin bloods are the future. They just don't get that yet. You can't keep killing us off.
But there's only so many of you that can kill.
Well, there's more and more every day.
Was it the Camarilla that I saw on? It was caught on a stalker of mine's YouTube.
Oh, you mean
how Luke passed?
Luke? Yeah, no, we all saw it. That was Valentina.
Ah, that's the scourge, isn't it?
Yeah, that bitch. So, the 3 are down to 2. There's only me and whatever the fuck Zori has got to now.
At least we managed to foil that particular attempt.
And I thank you for it.
And we're on the wrong side of the prince because of it.
Well, in that case, I thank you even more. But also, welcome to the good side of life.
Being on the wrong side of the
Hey.
prince, you mean?
Hey, if you're on the bad
In the
side of
nicest
the prince,
in the
I
nicest
think
possible,
you know you're
nicest
doing
possible
something
way.
right.
Nicest possible way, I would suggest that the wrong side of the prince is the right place to be in every possible opportunity, particularly this particular one.
You're up in a carpet.
Yeah, I know.
Well, she's just standing on top of a wall on the opposite side of the street. The scary blood-covered woman is right. Being on the bad side of the prince, a good place to be. Now, the government forces are watching this place, just to make you aware.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen it this intense in Glasgow before. Alright? So just be very fucking careful tomorrow.
Do you have any suggestions of getting around it?
The government. Listen, when the army or the government sets its mind to something, it bloody well does it. Right. Mr. Thoreau, can I speak to you a second?
You certainly can.
Miss McLeod, I won't be showing up to your party tomorrow, but I wish you all the very best. I hope it's a wonderful shindig, and hopefully we can speak in the future.
Thank you for the warning. It is
No problem.
appreciated.
You ever need to get in touch again? Archibald.bailey@gmail.co.uk.
UK.
Could you roll me give me your intelligence and insight, please?
Everybody?
No, just Rose. Actually, no, everybody. Yeah, absolutely.
6 dice.
What are we rolling?
Intelligence and insight.
Uh-oh.
6 dice.
Sim, does it count? Does my specialty in detecting lies count or not?
Not in this case.
Not in this case. Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Messy critical.
How many
1
successes
10.
besides that? Just 1 10. Okay.
3 successes, 1 10.
3 successes. 3 successes.
Just 3 successes.
6. Okay. Ben, you find yourself with a hunger for more knowledge. This man knows more than he says he knows, and you want to find out more. Aud and Rose, takes you back to a time in 2014.
6.
Holy crap. Happy, yeah, okay. Happy, you are literally transported back to the back seat of the car, coming back from the Glasgow School of Art. When Rose read you a letter from the Tremere Anna, who had killed herself on the roof the night before.
Yep.
The day before.
Was I even there?
Yes, you were.
There were 2 letters.
Yep.
One was to Rose. Another was to Mr. Bailey.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. Let me try and find the one that was to Mr. Bailey. Because it's in here somewhere.
Presumably Archibald.
Yes.
Indeed.
But I think we have a letter for you.
Huh.
I think we might have read a letter to you.
So what's happening in the car? Do I realise that have I time travelled?
No, you're just
Flashback.
This is
Here we go.
You're just
It's as if you were there.
Because this was kind of. It's the shorter of the two. He funded her research. I will forever hold you and your family in high regard. I said after Mumbai that I owed you my life. I'm sorry to renege on my debt, but please understand that I'm fully in charge of myself and choose this end for myself. And then it goes into how Gehenna was all a lie. The report has been burned. It's all flight of fancy.
You sure it was not Golconda?
Literally, I'm about to say about Golconda. The closest thing I have found to Golconda are rumours of a very expensive medical machine that can be used to turn a ghoul to their initial state. Seek out the Second Inquisition if you dare to walk that road.
Okay.
And then it goes on to the sort of ending of it, which is I wish you all the best for the future, etc.
Mr. Theroux, can we have a chat?
Certainly.
Okay, so you guys wander off. Where do you want to go? I mean, he kind of gestures up the street a little.
I'm not going back into the club.
I'm staying in the shadows.
Okay, stay in the shadows, stay outside. Okay. So you wander up the street a good 10, 20 metres from where you are. And he says, so I don't know where she is anymore. But I understand that you're in touch with her. We've been together, well, we were together for quite a while. Not in that way. Well, not in that way. But, yeah, just wanted you to pass on a message that I'm still thinking of her. I'm still looking out for her. And the project is still moving forward.
And what project would that be?
Don't play me for a fool, Mr. Theroux. Begins with a G and it ends in A, and we all want it.
Well, for what it's worth, I would like to see her achieve that.
What about you?
And if there's anything you can do to help that goal being achieved, I would appreciate it.
I've got a few bits of information you could say. Tell a lie, I've got an entire fucking library of information. If you want access to it, then you let me know. Just then, if you happen to have a night off or whatever, then yeah, drop me a line on the email which I just mentioned, and we'll sort it out.
I'll do that. And thank you.
I don't care what Anna says. I think it's possible. And I know in Zori's case, that's all she wants.
I think it's what she needs.
Yeah, I agree. You know when they turned her, she was pregnant.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was the end for her.
Who turned her?
I'm still chasing that string. Believe me, I'm chasing that. When I find out, I'll certainly let you know.
I'd be very interested to know.
Understood. In the meantime, just keep an eye on those elders in that temple of yours. They ain't all the innocent protectors they claim to be.
Is there anybody who's innocent among the kindred and their allies?
No. No, you're quite right. It's hard to trust anyone in this life.
It is.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe they're fine. Just keep your wits about it, and now you've got more access to it than me, so please keep her safe.
I'll do everything I can, and I'll watch my back. You be sure you do the same.
I will. She's very special, Shalva. She's very special indeed.
I realise that. And, well, I have some things to make up though.
He kind of furrows his brow a wee bit.
Not important right now. Another night, perhaps.
All right, Mr. Theroux, it's been a pleasure. Puts out his hand to shake yours.
Shakes? Likewise, aren't you?
See you in the future, and just look out for your mistress tomorrow night, all right?
Aye, I certainly will.
Hey ho. Good night. And he walks off.
I'll head back into the club.
Did he just say that I was your mistress, or was that you're talking about someone else?
That's what he seemed to say, but you know.
Your mistress.
I shall only answer to this from now on.
Tough luck.
I'm not there, it's fine.
So he wanders off. Duncan makes as if to start closing the doors. Now, it's starting to head towards dawn. You have a little time to talk together. And then the question is, where do you sleep tonight?
Well, I'm sleeping here. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm sleeping here.
I can't afford to go anywhere else at the moment until this is resolved one way or the other.
Exactly. That was another thing that I've asked the bloody enough.
I think Aud will be sleeping here tonight as well. I think we're all going to be sleeping in the club because we're going to have a busy day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Aye, he'll be sleeping here as well.
Everyone sleeps in the club.
Because you're all going to get dressed.
You have a little time to hang out in the bar before the sun comes up.
I mean, Rose is probably going to do, was it Flush of Life and make herself a martini.
Good.
That's a good plan, actually.
Give me a rouse check, all of you that want to have a martini.
Yes, great. That sounds like an excellent
I
plan.
pass. I don't get any hungrier.
Hey.
I pass. I get an 8. First time tonight.
First time ever passing.
Yeah, and it's just for a martini or two.
Nothing important, just a martini.
Which you're going to throw up in an hour or two. Fantastic. Totally worth it.
We need to decide what we're going to be doing tomorrow. I mean, are you just wanting us floating around and trying not to insult anyone?
That's the thing. I have to play the hostess. There's not really any other role that I can do other than making sure that this thing runs as smoothly as it possibly can.
There's no one we need to talk to. I mean, we've still got about 1,001 things we need to investigate that we've largely ignored.
Pretty much. So I think the sort of floating around and trying to pick up as much information as you can is probably going to be the best bet.
Can do. Float around, look fabulous, talk to people.
Yep. Trust me, I've got you sorted on the looking fabulous front.
Can do.
I mean, if Chris is wearing what Shalva would wear to this kind of thing, then I don't need to sort anything out for him. He's fine.
That's not really Shalva's style. No.
We need to figure out what Shalva's style is, actually, for party time.
He's not really getting much of a choice. It might not be very Shalva style.
Mistress
You can either have, on the one hand, you have Rose can dress you up. On the other, you have whatever the fuck Shalva's gonna do. It's a tough call.
Is Aud is in the same boat. I know that Aud doesn't want to dress up. But I have some ideas.
Well,
and Malcolm, I think, can
Rose,
probably dress himself, but there's also some ideas.
If you have any ideas over the coming week, please message them over to me. And yeah, I think we'll be touching.
You've already got
next week anyway.
Her dancing outfit and her sort of general, swanning around outfit. So
Mummy.
Totally wasn't a thing that I was doing to avoid doing more spreadsheet work at work. Totally wasn't a thing.
Well, were you planning your Elysium costumes all week?
Not all week. Just trying to
Well, is there
avoid going
anything
through
you
the same
guys-
spreadsheet for the 4th time.
You have some time in the bars and anything that you want to share before tootling off?
I invited the Nosferatu to the event, so please don't do what you did before,
Don't
because they're
assault
supposed
them,
to be there. They're allowed.
but they're still going to be invisible.
Some of them might be.
Nope.
Well, they're not
you
supposed to
will all
be
know-
invisible.
You'll all know that Elysium using powers is punishable by death.
Okay, so it's not just frowned upon; it's actually like
It is a very much
Yeah.
a deal or no deal.
Everyone uses powers. It's vampires.
I mean,
well, technically.
I'm going to be performing. What makes you think I'm not going to be using all when I'm performing? I mean,
Yeah.
One of
Plus,
them,
we're all going to be
just
drinking.
don't get caught.
Everyone's using blush of light.
Exactly. Well, there are blood cocktails, etc. There's a very extensive list of them by now.
No, I'll be getting my Tom Cruise on and making up some weird cocktails behind the bar.
Yes. Oh, Happy's going to be bottle flipping and oh.
Yep.
oh god, okay.
Thank you for that, Mark. Thank you.
I see no reason to play politics and every reason to cause as much chaos as possible.
So, no, Rosebrain is going, do get Happy into just regular leather trousers with like a fancy kimono thing on top, or do we go ridiculously full Moulin Rouge sequins and have like sequin trousers?
We will leave that to your imagination through
What
the
do we
week.
do? To be honest, I think the kimono thing sounds pretty cool, so I think it would fit, so it'll be okay.
No sequin trousers then.
Shalva, any thoughts for the group?
Shalva's not saying anything at the moment.
Okay.
I'm just very worried about the whole thing.
Yeah,
I can't help but feel it's a spectacularly bad idea.
I had filled up these guys in about most of the Arlene McGinley thing, didn't I?
Yes.
Did you? Okay.
I think I did at the beginning,
Yeah, the last time.
before going up to Nosferatus and such.
Mm-hmm.
Having seen what we've seen this evening, and you're talking about someone with 4 arms,
Yeah.
something that Arlene said was McGinley keeps saying that he is an abomination. Those claw marks that I mentioned on her back very much look like claw marks,
Not just fingers.
not just fingers or particularly impressive extension fingernails.
So maybe he's been modded too.
It's possible that he's been modded in some way,
Hmm.
but I don't know what way or how. He doesn't speak, he's only said for her to not tell anyone about it. So if she asks you, you don't know anything.
That's fine. Yeah. He's not coming tomorrow, is he?
He might. I don't have a hold of the guest list. I know a rough number of people that are coming.
But trying to corner him and ask him about, what he knows about Elizabeth's death is probably not the most politic move.
Not the easiest. She did confirm that it was his voice on the video of Elizabeth's death.
I'm assuming you don't want us to start beating up your guests.
Please don't, because that would be breaking the Elysium rules.
And do it outside.
No. Everyone is supposed to be safe coming to, during, and going from.
Follow people home. Got you. Right.
It's like,
We can
is
have
there-
this argument tomorrow.
Yes.
Not unless they're really, really, really asking for it.
Unless they're really asking.
So, a lot of your clothing is going to be covered in the blood of this evening's activities.
Oh God, yeah.
Some of you are going to have various changes of outfits. I don't think you do. I think the other one I think you had a certain dress that you wore last time.
Yeah, it got pretty thingly. Yeah, maybe I have to. Perhaps I shall need to acquire something for this.
It's a good point. I mean, tonight you still have time to go to Home to Your Haven should you so desire.
I'll do that.
Where are you going to find your clothes and various other creature comforts? Because let's face it, tomorrow's a big night.
Yeah, I'll go home.
So it's up to yourselves where you want to stay.
No, I'll go home and pick it up. I'll go home and pick up some.
It's gonna go
something
home. Okay.
appropriate.
I'm staying away from the creepy child ghost.
Yes, this is true. You still have a child ghost in your haven to deal
I should
with.
never have gone in. And Happy's haven was never seen again.
It's like, nope.
This basement room is my haven now.
Malcolm, maybe you have a new flat now. I don't know. What are you thinking?
No, not yet. It's only been a few days.
Yeah,
stay
maybe
with-
Miss Ivory's picture. Maybe Miss Ivory's picture one up.
She can find you one.
I'm holding on it till I actually find out who burned the old one down.
Okay, so stick to the club for now. Okay. Shalva.
Unless you're kicking me out.
No.
Any options, Shalva? You can go home, stay here. It's up to you.
No, I'm gonna stay here.
And let me just say, there's no penalty for doing either as well.
I believe you.
Totally lying. Right. So, upon returning back to your haven, yeah, it's been a while since you've been there. And of course, you are driven there by your fantastic, is less than politically correct taxi driver. Looks slightly different, however, has the same views. Shockingly, you rock up to.
I will have my honestly totally a dog. The dog is also Argus is also with me.
100% he's there. And as you approach your haven, roll me your wits and awareness, please.
It's not paranoia if they're actually out to get you.
Among other things, yes.
Like everyone's out to get us.
Pretty much.
Are you going to see them coming?
So that is 4 successes, 2 of them crits.
Holy fuck balls. Right.
Oh.
There is absolutely no question. As you step out the car and the taxi driver speeds away, in the porch of your beautiful home, there are a skulk of foxes. Around a dozen foxes are in front of your front door, and they are scraping and scratching away at the ground. As they hear your approach, I think Argus lets out a little growl.
Yeah.
All of the foxes turn. The light behind you catches them in those eyes, illuminating all of them, and they start to growl and start to approach you, moving down the porch out towards you. Argus you can see his hackles coming up. His fangs are.
Oh,
there.
mine are too. Trust me.
He starts growling, and so does Aud. Her lips curl up. What I'd like you to do is roll me 3 attacks. Give me your dexterity and melee. And Argus is going to do exactly the same.
So, first attack is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, 2 of them crits.
Bloody hell. All on, are the crits on normal dice, yes?
The crits are on normal dice.
Okay.
Second attack is 1, 2, 3, 4, is 6 successes, 3 of them crits.
You're taking the piss here. Why did you not roll this well in Ghurka?
I know! 3 of the, yep. That's
Okay.
3 of them crits, all again on normal dice.
Jesus Christ. Yep.
Okay, so now we know that red's better for quadrupeds.
So many ways.
And the fourth and the third attack is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, one of them a crit. Still the normal die.
Okay, so 4 successes. Okay, there is no contest here. As they charge you, it's like you and Argus just seem to work in. It's like a ballet. As this gang of foxes just come at you every which way. You dance around each other, dodging out of the way of another, taking out another with your axe, and swiping at another with your with whatever stake you have to hand. Argus just seems to get to the necks of each of these foxes. It's blood and it's hair and it's growling and screaming everywhere. You know that high-pitched, very human-like screaming that foxes let loose when they're in in danger. A lot of that. But after the fight is over, there are about 5 or 6 fox corpses lying around in various states of viscera, but the rest hightail it away. And as you look to each other, you realise that neither you nor Argus have been touched in this combat. And as you walk towards your door, you see what the Skulk of Foxes has been doing, and in amongst the scrapes and scratches and claw marks on the wood at the floor of your front door, there is the very familiar sign of a swastika.
Oh.
And that is where we will leave it for tonight.
So is it on your door?
It's in front of my door, I think, in the dirt, I think, like on the porch, or has it been scraped into
on the
wood?
on the floor of the porch? It's been scraped into the wood. And and we are finished. Just thought I'd leave it on a nice pleasant note there.
That was fun. Thank you very much, Sim. I am about to collapse though. So.
Awesome, guys. Right. Yeah. Thank you all so much. And yeah.
That was so much fun.
Thank you, Sim. That was amazing.
That was awesome. We'll be dressed up for you next week as you kill us all.
Yes.
Love the jacket, by the way, Chris.
Yeah, the jacket.
All the dressing up must happen. And Chris, my God, man, you sexy hunk of meat that you are. All right. See you all next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
See you guys. Thanks.